What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 85, and we start today's episode off with Mark B was asking for a new contract, and we also see that Venezuela coming for us, but we say no to them straight away, and we are still thinking about the Chile and Uruguay deals. And today, guys, the first game of today's episode is against Crystal Palace here, and this episode is a little bit shorter than usual, as is tomorrow morning's, and you might be able to guess why. If you follow me on Twitter at @Docklanders, you will know why. But yeah, today's episode is a little bit shorter, although this is the second video of today, so you know, you should be thankful you had two videos. And yeah, tomorrow's video is going to be a little bit shorter as well. The reason being is obviously, you know, you will find out tomorrow morning basically. But yeah, if you follow me on Twitter, you'll already know why these two videos are going to be a little bit shorter than usual. But hopefully you enjoy them regardless. And yeah, for the first game, we take on Crystal Palace here at Selhurst Park. And of course, we take on Palace in this South London derby, looking for the bragging rights. And the first chance would come in the 5th minute here. Real good chance for Palace, but they completely messed up a really good chance. I think it was Jonathan Williams sliding into the far post there with basically an open goal, and he could only put the ball wide of McCarthy's post. And from the goal kick, McCarthy gives it to our right back Kyle Walker. He finds Kelvin. Kelvin then plays the ball back to the right back Kyle Walker. The former Spurs man has a lot of pace. He keeps on going down the right hand side, swings in across towards Danny Ings. His header is brilliantly saved by Forster though, and it is headed away and eventually volleyed away by Crystal Palace. So still 0-0. And in the 14th minute, another good chance for us. Trotter slides the ball through to Danny Ings. Ings plays the ball out wide to Kelvin, a Brazilian winger here. Takes on Mariappa, beats him with the step over, gets onto his left foot and shoots. But again, Forster makes a really good save. So two good saves by the former Palace goalkeeper already here, and it was still 0-0. We did actually win a free kick for that. I was surprised. I thought the referee played advantage, but we had a free kick. Kelvin stood over the ball, as does Leal Gutierrez, and eventually we decide to try and roll the ball off to Brian Carrasco here. He's waiting for the layoff as Kyle Walker stands over as well. Walker runs over it. Gutierrez lays it off to Carrasco, who gets onto his right foot. Ronaldo chops it shot. The shot is blocked. Then Gutierrez's second attempt is blocked, and then the third attempt is blocked as well. So Palace were just putting so many bodies on the line in this game. I couldn't seem to get the ball past them. And in the 32nd minute, Junior Malanda gets played forward, and again Fraser Forster makes a really good save. It comes to Kelvin here, swings it across, Danny Ings heads it, it's blocked. Then Malanda's header is well saved by Forster. Again, we'd already had 9 shots in 33 minutes, but Forster was having an absolutely superb game. And in the 64th minute, another incredible save by the giant goalkeeper, and it's still Palace 0-0. And in the 80th minute, again, a corner is cleared away. It comes to Kelvin. Kelvin finds Trotter, plays it back to Lee Cattermole, then back to eventually Robinson down the left back area. Then comes to Gutierrez, our centre back. Gutierrez gets past his man, rolls the ball through to Kelvin, he shoots, hits the post, and then Carrasco's shot is saved, and then Kelvin puts the ball over. So it just wasn't going to be our day. It was just one of those games where you knew after about 30 or 35 minutes that you just weren't going to score a goal, and sadly it was just one of those games. You know, Forster played absolutely incredibly, and we just couldn't get past the big goalkeeper in that Palace goal. And of course there were no surprises that he would pick up man of the match. So Palace 0, Millwall 0. Disappointed to drop points once again. Again, the keyword inconsistency keeps on coming out. We just can't seem to get the 3 points in succession, and it is a draw here at Selhurst Park. So not a bad result. I was happy to keep a clean sheet, but really with all the chances we had, we should have at least put one away, and hopefully would have gone on to win the game. But also we saw that a player returns from injury. It's Park Jong-woo, the South Korean midfielder we picked up on a free. He's barely been used for us this year, which isn't a real surprise. He's only 73 overall, but he's been a decent squad player. Already came up with a goal for us so far, so he's been okay. But we take on Lokomotiv Moscow for the second and final game of today's episode here, and of course taking on Lokomotiv Moscow in the final Europa League group stage game. Lokomotiv Moscow have to win this game in order to overtake us into top spot. All we need to do is avoid defeat, and we will finish first. Of course we've already qualified anyway, but finishing first would be very nice. So we take on Lokomotiv Moscow, and the first chance would come to us here in the 10th minute. Seb Larsen had a free kick, really tight angle, tried to catch the goalkeeper out, but unfortunately it was a great save by the keeper, and it was still Lokomotiv 0, Millwall 0. But we had a chance straight after that, after the free kick save you see on the replay here by Larsen from the corner. It was Larsen who would cross the ball in towards the head of Nathan Baker, and his header goes wide of the post. So still 0-0, but as things stood, I would take this. I would take back-to-back 0-0s because we would be getting the result we needed. But in the 36th minute, a great chance for Moscow down the right-hand side. Eventually a cross comes in towards Caicedo. It goes up in the air, and it's an awful miss at the far post. Not sure who it was, but it was an absolutely superb chance. Really should should have scored and he didn't. And in the 42nd minute we had a free kick. Larson struck it from a mile out. The goalkeeper should have held on to it, he didn't. He can only tip the ball up in the air, and as Dongu won the ball, he crossed the ball to the far post, and then Gu hit the post, and then Jay Rodriguez put the ball into the back of the net. So, you know, maybe, you know, if you want to be critical of the goalkeeper, he should have held the initial shot there, and he didn't, and because of that, the follow-up attempt hit the post, and then the second follow-up attempt was put into the back of the net by Rodriguez, so 1-0 here. But if you don't blame the goalkeeper for the first goal, you've surely got to blame him for this goal. Absolutely terrible. Moscow try and play out from the back, he gives the ball away, it goes straight to Michael and Gu, and he just basically walks in to the back of the net as he passes the ball in there from like about 2 yards out. So the Lokomotiv Moscow goalkeeper won't be happy, but to be honest, that was just an absolutely terrible pass straight at Michael and Gu's feet. And that, of course, made it 2-0 here. So any chance of Lokomotiv Moscow overtaking us and getting that top spot was surely gone now. And you got to blame the goalkeeper for that goal. And it was, you know, just funny. He had a bad performance at the Den when he let in 4 goals, and he looked like he was on his way to another bad performance here. So a bit of a tale of two keepers, really. In the first game, you saw Forster have an absolutely superb performance, and in this game, the Moscow goalkeeper was playing terribly. And in the 82nd minute, a good chance for us to make it 3-0. Dongu crosses to the far post, it's cleared away, only as far as Seb Larson here. Larson plays the ball to Shane Ferguson, our left back. He crosses the ball in first time, picks out his man, and Jay Rodriguez, his season just keeps getting better and better. Brilliant header, no chance for the goalkeeper on that one, but that makes it Lokomotiv Moscow 0, Millwall 3. And in 2 games against us, they conceded 7 goals, so that goalkeeper was not playing very well at all in either leg, really. But in the 88th minute, the last chance of Moscow to get themselves a bit of pride, and then number 8 came forward and just blazed the ball wide of the post. What a miss that was. And the game did finish Lokomotiv 0, Millwall 3, so we do qualify top of the group unbeaten as well. That is fantastic news for us. We make it through to the knockout stage of the Europa League, looking to retain our trophy, of course. And Lokomotiv Moscow actually went out. They finished 3rd as Estoril leapfrogged them and finished 2nd. But the most important thing was we did get back to winning ways, and we did qualify from our Europa League group, top of the table. And as always, guys, big thank you for watching today's video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you are, please leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode tomorrow morning, and you will not want to miss that one. That's going to be a very interesting episode.